No, I've not yet.
I wonder if I'm in it.
The
The way I feel about the paper, if there's an article about me or an article written by me, then I'm in. But otherwise, yeah, not so much.
That's so. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yes.
Crank it up.
Yeah.
Rank it up, but not to where the speakers squeal. Good morning, Rim Country. There it is, the sawmill whistle, the MGM theme. So you know what time it is. It is Hometown Movie Guy time. That is right here on KRIM 96.3 FM. We have in the studio the Hometown Movie Guys, Craig, Andy, and Tina. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, I was waiting, I was
For
pulled the
something
volume down.
snarky?
I know, well, I had the volume down because I remember a few episodes with Randy where Andy came in real hot. And,
Hey, let's go, Brandon.
no, he just would go like,
Good morning.
yeah, there you go. Wow, that was almost a good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hello, Rim Country. Let's go to the movies.
There we go. There it
Good
is.
morning, Rim Country.
Good morning. Yeah, I just watched that not too long
I
ago.
love
It
it.
was.
God, that's just
Oh.
hysterically
Yeah.
funny.
It is.
And he ad-libbed.
Yep, Robin Williams.
I got to meet that guy one time.
Really?
No.
Yeah, the actual DJ, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cronauer?
The guy.
No, whatever his name
Yeah,
was.
Krakauer.
He was doing
Krakauer.
Krakauer.
Cronauer.
I don't know.
Adrian Cronauer.
Yes, Kronauer.
Adrian Cronauer.
Right. He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, it was when I was living in Alaska. He was doing might have been doing a book tour or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
I was working in a bookstore at the time, so
Yeah,
that's how I met him.
yeah,
Yeah.
fellow Air Force guy. So there we
Cool.
go. Nice, like it.
And Air
Hey.
Force is a respectable service, in spite
Yes.
of what people say.
Oh,
Despite it's a like a gentleman's club with just like a slight hair standard or grooming standard. You know, it's not so much. That's what some of the other services say about us Air Force guys. Oh, well. Hey, so
You get to sit down while you kill people.
No. Yes. So Sawmill Movie Theater. Any new movies?
Yeah, we got one this week.
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Licorice Pizza.
We're seeing it.
That's right. Saw the
Yes.
trailer
Yes.
when I went to see Heart of the Gun. I did go
Yes.
see that. Had Bill and Mark,
Uh-huh.
Bill Carr, Mark Henning in here, and went to see, and that was the trailer.
Yes.
I think my wife and I sat there the entire time, just like with a confused look on her face.
It's a coming of age,
Yeah.
first love type story, set in 1972, I think.
Yeah.
So early 70s. But this one's got 4 Golden Globe nominations
Whoa.
for picture, actor, actress.
Yeah.
We got Sean Penn and Bradley Cooper
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
Smaller roles, but they're in there.
And I shouldn't say
quite often the Golden Globe nominations will be an indicator
yes.
of the direction that the Academy will go on in a few weeks.
Gotcha. So, and I shouldn't say confused look, but kind of perplexed. Like it was like, whoa, trying to follow because it was very interesting. The trailer. There's so
It
many.
looks great, kind of a comedy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Very interesting. Pieces that were shown in the
Yes.
trailer. So, hey, there we go. Liquor and the title.
Yeah.
It's arresting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Licorice
Pizza.
pizza. Yeah. I could see it these
Yeah,
days.
we thought about trying it, but changed our minds.
Well, speaking of pizza, not that you have pizza at the theater, but you do have now
Nachos.
Nachos. So,
This
and
is
those-
not nacho
nachos.
sawmill of yesteryear.
Nachos and soft pretzel bites too.
Yeah.
soft
Some
pretzel
soft
bites.
pretzels.
That's
What about those little ice cream guys?
And ice cream dibs.
Dibs.
Wow.
Dibs
So,
on dibs.
yeah,
Ooh,
so
yeah.
for people that haven't been to the theater in a little while, hey, there's
There's
some
some
new
a
things.
little extra on the menu there.
Yeah.
some
Just
hot-
go to
some hot
eat,
items.
no matter what movie it is, just go to eat.
Yes, and the pretzels and the cheese, or the nachos and the cheese, that sounds
Yep.
great.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah, I had the nachos as soon as they were available. I got myself a whole bunch of them.
So,
No one can control it.
there's no stopping Andy. So, are you guys going to watch Tina, Andy? You going to
Oh,
go
yeah.
see
Oh, yeah, you bet.
Irish Pizza today?
You
Yes,
betcha.
we are.
All right.
We're going in a phalanx.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
it's Andy and me and Mike Otero. Hi, Mike.
Oh,
We love you.
gotcha. I
Yeah.
thought that's like a Mercury or Mercury flanks or what? No.
yeah.
What time is that?
1:15.
1:15.
Yep.
All right. And any other information about that movie, Andy?
Well, it's the writer, director, producer
Mm-hmm.
is a guy named Paul Thomas Anderson. And he is absolutely one of the top movie directors that's acting today. The movies that he's made have garnered 26 Oscar nominations,
Wow.
and
Wow.
that is pretty substantial.
Wow.
But I don't know if you remember There Will Be Blood.
No.
Daniel Day-Lewis and who else was in that?
Yeah, a bunch of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There will be blood.
It's
Yeah.
very dark, very
Oh.
intense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the early oil industry
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
have
Oh.
really, I mean,
Cutthroat, breakneck, killer, kill
yeah,
'em
just
all, let God sort him out, that kind of movie.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, very serious drama.
Mm-hmm.
And wonderful acting, of course, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Mhm.
Daniel Day-Lewis was in a little more recent movie by the same director, The Phantom Thread.
And Craig isn't here to say he hated it, which
Oh,
he did, but
which
we
he did.
loved it. Andy
Yeah,
and I
I
really
loved it.
loved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's really odd.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is tremendously
Yeah.
odd, but
Yeah.
really intense. It's like, you know, in my opinion,
Mhm.
all good movies are about love and
Mhm.
the relationship between
Mhm.
human beings. And this one is about two people who are mightily in love,
Mm-hmm.
but they are completely distracted, or at least he is completely distracted by his art,
Which
and
is fashion, right?
which is fashion.
Yeah, yeah.
And well, that's an old movie.
And
I'll go
you know
ahead.
what,
I'll go ahead and give it away. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In order to carve out time that is special just for the two of them,
Mm-hmm.
periodically she poisons him.
And then brings him back from the brink.
Oh, wow.
So
Nurses
that so that she nurses him, he has to rely totally on her. Excuse me. Everything else has to go by the wayside.
Yeah.
And if you want to see this movie, it's either on Netflix or Prime. I can't
Yeah.
remember, but it is on one of the streamings.
Yeah.
We saw it in the theater, and it was intense.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the husband in this relationship knows she's doing it.
Yes, and he allows her to do it
Wow.
because he trusts her enough to not fully kill him, just partially kill him.
Oh, well,
And
there we go.
and
Now, Craig did not like this movie, but that's okay. Two of us
There was 2 out of
outweigh
3
yeah,
thumbs
yeah,
up.
Yeah, we're
From the
so.
Hometown Movie Guys.
and and ordinarily.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, I mean, in all honesty, ordinarily, I like movies with pretty girls and explosions.
Yes, yeah.
But this time of year, we're getting the movies that are gonna. One of these movies here that we're seeing is gonna get the Oscars. And
Right.
they will be one of them will be awarded the best movie of the year. And
Gotcha.
it may be this one.
Might be this one.
I mean, it's got the pedigree. It can't. I haven't seen it yet, but it has the pedigree.
Right.
It is possible that this will be the best movie of the year. Not
Wow.
saying it is, but
But-
we'll see.
Yeah, right. And both Andy and Tina are going to be seeing it at 1:15 today. It also shows at 4:15 and 7:15.
Yes.
That is Licorice Pizza.
And hey, talking about explosions and pretty girls,
Yes.
next week we have Moonfall
Ooh.
with Halle Berry.
I love Halle Berry.
We
In
love
fact,
her.
in order to prepare myself for this, I'm going to watch Swordfish.
Oh, good
Oh, there you
movie.
go.
Good
Yeah,
movie.
there you go.
Yeah.
And Moonfall, and you talked a little bit about that.
Yeah,
last
sci-fi.
week.
It's Roland Emmerich.
Yeah.
Does the kind of the apocalyptic films. He did 2012.
Uh-huh.
Day After Tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Does stuff like that with.
I haven't seen that one for about 3 days.
Yeah, usually he does stuff that involves the Earth being more or less destroyed.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Good stuff. It looks
And
kind
maybe
of.
it sounds, this one, it sounds like the moon is gonna fall on us.
With the moon.
Yes,
Yes, but
But
the
maybe with-
moon
maybe
is.
with some aliens thrown in there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because the moon is actually a ship, isn't it?
It's kind of, you know, the
Or-
trailers look kind of strange.
Or
It could be
there's
something like
something
that. Yes,
in there.
something going
yeah.
on.
There's
going on.
something more than just the man on the moon.
Yes.
Yeah, I think. And then the King's Daughter.
Oh, King's Daughter too. Yes,
Yes.
King's Daughter still showing.
How has that been going?
Yeah,
Who's in that?
definitely.
Who's in
Pierce
that?
Bronson,
Pierce Brosnan.
Oh,
William
yes.
Hurt,
Oh, William Hurt, I love.
Julie Andrews.
Mm.
It's got a cast to it, definitely.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sci-fi fantasy thing. They're trying to find King Louis is trying to find mermaid's tears so he can become immortal, and it's rated PG.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of also built as a family type movie. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of some of these films. They don't really seem to have a niche.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like, what is this thing? You know, they just
Yes.
kind of threw everything at it. It's not
Yeah.
It almost seems like maybe it should have been an animated film.
Gotcha. And I know Andy had some
Check the money
issues
on this.
with this film because of the mermaid's tears and
I
making
know, I
mermaids
think that
cry.
is so mean to make mermaids cry,
Mm.
you know.
Uh,
I think my image of mermaids comes from the animated Disney flick, the Little Mermaid,
Ariel.
Ariel. Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
And to somebody to make Ariel cry
Cry.
would just absolutely break my heart.
So have you seen this movie?
No.
No, you have not seen.
We're looking.
Hey,
The King's Daughter.
The King's Daughter.
Yeah.
So what we've got here is kind of, you know, Christmas time is a big time for film, and we
Yes.
kind of go into a bit of a slow time after that through
Yes.
January. You know what we're looking at? Any of the movies that we have playing right now, if you want to see them,
Yes.
do it now. We got 2 next week, and then we got 3 the following week. So pretty much
Yeah.
everything we have now is going to be gone.
And one that has
How
done
much money did it?
really well up here, has done good.
Budget
American
49.
Underdog. hasn't
Yes,
it? The
yeah,
Kurt Warner
that's,
story.
that's more of a Payson film than
Yeah.
definitely done better in Payson than it did nationally.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Kurt Warner, how he came up from being a grocery store clerk to a Super Bowl quarterback.
Yeah.
And you know,
That was
I
wonderful.
thought it was a very touching movie and well done, and I'm the only regret I have there is they cut him off after he won the Super Bowl, so we never got to see him in action and as a Cardinal.
As a Cardinal. Yeah, that's right. That's
But
right.
what a-
That's a
an-
wonderful movie, and
what an
I saw
amazing
it
story.
twice, and you should go see it. Everybody
Gotcha.
should see that.
And that leaves the theater.
You know what? It's gonna be here at least till next Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, we always have to.
Friday, gotcha.
It's kind of interesting. We have to go through.
Box office.
So when we book a film,
Mhm.
you know, generally you book it for 2 weeks, and then after that, it's gross driven.
Mhm.
So you look at basically the studios too. They'll just look at those numbers,
Yeah.
and whatever is doing the worst for us is what we get rid of.
Gotcha.
So and that's not a Monday morning thing. You do that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekend, and that's how we
Gotcha.
make those decisions. So
Yeah.
so Monday morning I'll kind of take a
Right,
look
40
and see
million
what
was-
we're gonna get rid of.
Gotcha.
So,
Now, and then another one. Well, great kids movie, Sing 2.
I think
It's
he's still hanging in there.
Still
Yeah.
hanging in there, huh? Still
Yes.
getting families in and
PG rated,
little ones.
It's-
Yeah,
it's-
PG.
so it's okay for even little kids.
Yes. Yeah.
If they're old enough to sit still for an hour and a half, it's okay for them.
Hey, yes. And I know the first one, great movie. I haven't seen Sing 2, but
Everyone's liked it too.
yeah.
Also, yeah. No, it's done really good, and it's the only animated thing, you know, really kind of kids movie that's out right now.
Yes.
So yeah, it's still hanging in there.
And spectacular success intergalactically. It's made oodles of money.
Oh,
242 million at the box office. Yay!
globally. Huh? Wow. Wow. And yeah, that is really good.
That's all. These were all the Christmas movies that,
Mhm.
that really. Yeah, it was a good Christmas for the theater industry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
we-
good.
We definitely saw people coming back.
Well, everyone, we know that you needed it. I mean, movie and the theater industry.
Sure.
Yeah, just
Yeah, that was
really.
good. And Spider-Man really kind of drove all that.
Uh-huh.
That was.
Yes.
I think everyone knew it was going to do good, but
Mhm.
they knew it was going to do
I had that written
Yes,
down, I thought it
and
was small.
speaking of Marvel, you did mention the Doctor Strange and that
Yeah,
movie,
Doctor Strange into the multiverse.
Into the Multiverse.
That's it's early in May.
Wow.
Yeah,
That-
that's
I like Doctor
Pretty
Strange.
good.
no,
Yeah.
Oh no, this is going to be the whole thing really kind of. We actually just saw Morbius, which was supposed to be coming out actually today, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They pushed that back into April though, and I guess what they were doing there is because Spider-Man and this whole multiverse thing was so popular, they're actually doing some reshoots on Morbius to add some. Which was the same play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Throw him into the movie also.
Wow.
Oh,
that'll be.
I like Doctor Strange. I don't like Morbius.
That's
No.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh.
He eats people's heads off.
So does Venom.
Well, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like Venom either.
Well, that's you're gonna throw
Come
them
on.
together. So
I like the Punisher.
The pun. Oh.
Yeah, let's go back to the Punisher.
But yeah, you know, these things are all just one big storyline, and you know, this Doctor Strange movie is going to be the next big one here.
Yes. Yeah. And then one more movie that is playing Scream.
Scream, yes.
Yeah.
Scream, it's basically Scream 5.
Scream 5.
They for some reason they didn't put the 5 on there. They just called it Scream, but
Uh-huh.
it's the 5th one.
Yeah. How's that one been?
You know what? I think it did good.
Yeah.
Not great. You know, they might have been a little bit underwhelmed with their numbers, but
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're people that made it are making money like crazy. Spent
Yes.
$24 million to make it, $88 million at the box office, and it shows no sign of letting off just yet.
Wow.
So by my figuring, you know, they made about $20 million. So they've just about doubled their money, which is, you know, that's a good investment. If you can do that in real estate, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
Hollywood is kind of
It's chump change, Andy.
only
Come on.
20 million.
Only 20
Well,
million.
no, it's yeah. I mean,
By Hollywood standards, that's
compared-
modest.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to the Marvel films, like well, even The King's Daughter, $785 million at the box office about a movie about a crying mermaid.
Mhm.
I mean,
Which, you know, cost
Wow.
40 million to make.
yeah, well, cost almost nothing to make.
It was really just
Yeah.
40 million.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
so they're doing pretty well.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
They got a-
Spider-Man,
They got a heck of a cast, man. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, they got Pierce Brosnan, Benjamin Walker, William Hurt, Rachel Griffiths, and narrated by Julie Andrews, who the mellifluous tones of Julie
yeah,
Andrews.
very
She
good work
narrated one of my favorite movies, Enchanted.
Mm,
I mean,
mhm.
she's just
Yeah.
wonderful. She's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Mm.
Did you guys see SOB?
I'm sorry?
SOB?
No, I did
It's a
not.
movie.
Uh-huh.
But Julie Andrews in
I
it.
thought it was a guy.
No, it's a Julie Andrews movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of a comedy.
Oh,
Remember it?
Yeah, is that the one where we got the boobage?
Yes.
oh, the boobage.
Uh-huh. From Julie Andrews, if you can believe
From
that.
Julie
Well,
Andrews,
you know,
yeah,
she was
that's it.
married to Blake Edwards, who made all of the Pink Panther movies,
Really?
and he made a movie with her, Victor Victoria, which
Uh-huh.
was, you know.
Boy, that was cutting edge in those
Oh
days.
man, it was a great movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, she played, you know, a singer who kind of, I don't know, swung both ways.
Dressed up like a guy.
But yeah, it was, and Blake Edwards was brilliant, really
So-
brilliant.
And he had some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Looking
good
this up, SOB.
SOB.
1981
Yeah,
film. Julie
yeah.
Andrews,
Right.
William Holden,
Yes,
Richard Mulligan, Robert Preston,
Robert Preston.
Robert Vaughn,
Yeah.
huh, Larry Hagman,
Yeah,
also
Wow, Larry
yeah.
Hagman.
Alice.
JR.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Just a crazy film
It
too, where
is.
one of their friends dies and they go and take his body from the morgue and give
It's
him a Viking funeral, put him out on a boat and
It's a romp.
set it on fire.
It's a romp.
Yeah.
I
just a-
love those old sort of crazy romps.
Wow.
But I take Craig Craig's notion of $40 million being not much. Spider-Man, of course, Spider-Man has sucked all the energy out of the whole world here for the last month. But this is the Spider-Man box office, $1,700,000,000. Closing in on $2 billion.
That's money.
That is money.
That's money.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's what
Wow.
Hollywood's about.
Yeah.
But what we're seeing is especially the last couple of years, is these bigger films, as you said, they're kind of sucking up all that energy. You're going to do 10, 13 billion in Hollywood for the year, and you've got 4 or 5 movies that are
Half of that.
half or more. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's as I say, that's like with the theater industry in general. We're very up and down. You've got the holidays, and you got summertime. That's when all these big films come out, and that's when the money comes through.
So with that,
But if you can make,
yeah.
if you can go out and you can make a like Scream, you can go out and make out a very, very conventional horror movie with nothing particularly to recommend it, nothing innovative, nothing cool really, just a standard run-of-the-mill horror movie. And you can put $20 million in your pocket for 2 months' work.
Yep.
I mean
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Nice work if you can get it.
Yes. So you had mentioned Spider-Man: No Way Home, that $1.7 billion mark. Where do you think? Here you go, trivia time for the hometown movie guys. They love this. Where does that rank as far as all-time highest grossing films at the box office?
Why, that's
I will give you this. It is in the top 10.
Really?
It is in the top
Good
10.
for them.
Yep. So where do you think it ranks? What number?
7.
7. How about you, Tina?
I'd say 6 or 7.
6. You have to pick one.
I'll
Commit.
pick 6.
Okay.
Commit.
Craig.
I'll go on the low end, 4.
4. We do have a winner. Somebody
Wow.
guessed the correct placement, ranking, and that is Tina. She is, yes, king hometown movie guy for the day. She got it. Number 6.
Yeah.
So
Well,
number what films are above?
Right.
So at like 2.048 billion, Avengers: Infinity War.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was
Number
good.
4 at 2.069, Star Wars Episode 7: The Force Awakens. Number 3 at 2.2, Titanic.
Still hanging in there.
Still hanging in there.
Yay.
And then at number 2 at 2.797 billion, Avengers: Endgame. And number 1,
Dun, dun, dun.
2.8 billion.
Sound of music.
No, Avatar.
Oh,
Avatar.
yeah,
Wow.
Randy's favorite, yeah.
Yeah, right. That's right. If
Yeah.
Randy is listening or
That
watching.
was an amazing
Yeah.
movie.
So wow. So even though
I thought it stunk.
Well, I thought it stunk, but in a good way.
yeah,
I liked parts of it.
it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, no.
very
And the
entertaining.
Absolutely.
visuals were
And the visuals
oh,
were spectacular.
Yeah.
So from that aspect,
Yeah.
there's other things that,
Right.
but yeah, it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man has, I don't know, it would have to pass that 2 billion to make it, past Avengers: Infinity War.
Who's 7, 8, 9, and 10?
So 7, Jurassic World.
Ooh, I like that one.
1.67. Number 8, wow, The Lion King.
Yay.
Oh,
Animated,
wonderful.
yeah, The Lion King, 1.662. Then number 9, The Avengers, 1.5. And number 10, Furious 7 at 1.5 billion.
Oh.
Yeah, so one of the Furious movies is in the top 10. Crazy, but Avengers, so you have Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, 3 of the top 10 grossing movies at the box office are Avengers movies.
And now that Disney has gobbled up Marvel, how many of the top 10 movies of all time are Disney's?
So Avatar, that's not right.
I don't know who did Avatar. Is that Sony?
Not sure
I
about
don't know.
that.
I'm not
but,
sure on that.
but Avengers is, Star Wars is, Avengers, Spider-Man, The Lion King, Avengers, and Jurassic World isn't.
That's
Okay.
Universal.
That's
Universal.
Universal.
That's Universal.
So 6
Six of the
out
top
of the
10.
top 10 are Disney owned.
Wow, good for them.
Boy, rocket.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and
Seriously.
that's going to be probably all Disney here soon.
Yeah.
With this, what they're doing, Disney bought Fox too, which is X-Men and Fantastic Four. So now they're going to bring those guys into this whole, Avengers world, and that's what this whole Doctor Strange into the multiverse is. That's how they're going to do these things. And there's alternate universes where you have to answer that question. Where were the X-Men for the last 10 films?
Yeah.
So you bring in these multiverses and you can do all that and explain it pretty easy.
And
Yeah.
Where's Captain Marvel? Where's Captain Marvel been?
Yeah. Well,
Captain Marvel has been elsewhere.
yeah, she goes. Yeah.
Captain Marvel ranked 27, 1.1 billion. But
That's a lot of money.
that's a lot of money.
Mm.
The Heart of the Gun, is that still showing today? Or did that end?
left, yes, yeah.
Okay.
We did 1 week run on that one.
Oh, okay. How did that do? How did that? Some people come out to see
It did
that?
all right, yeah.
Good.
Not too bad, yeah.
Oh, that is
I mean,
good.
comparable to a
Sure, yeah,
To a-
yeah.
big
Well,
movie.
and we're always happy to help out, with the
Yeah.
local tie-ins here, and
Yeah.
Travis has been bringing his movies into us, so we appreciate that. It's been
Yeah.
good.
Hey, that is good.
Yeah.
And he came up last Friday.
Yeah.
Was
Premiere.
really a hoot. I got to meet him and talk with him for a minute.
Oh.
And for me, see, the way the movie guys are, we've got Craig, the professional movie guy.
Yes.
We've got Tina, who's the trained academic movie girl,
Guy.
and me, who's just a foaming fanboy.
Mhm.
And I got to meet a real movie director, and I was just
Cool.
over the
Yeah,
moon.
Dude.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And he talked to me like I was a real person, He
What?
didn't make fun of me or look down at me or
Yeah.
anything. It was great.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
that was a special moment then.
It sure was. Absolutely.
No. Well, hey, speaking of moments, it is that moment in time where we get back to our music here on KRIM, but we are going to continue with the Hometown Movie Guys on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. So we are live on those platforms. So if you are not watching, we hope you join
Hi,
us.
Nicole.
And Nicole, that's right.
And Leanne.
Black and Tan. There it is.
Yeah.
Nicole Leanne with Black and Tan.
Oh, that's good. I see what you did there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sing it.
Oh, I know, a little,
Yeah.
whatever tag or whatever on that.
Great rappers of our time.
Rappers, yeah.
Chrissy the Hig.
Yeah, DJ Higgy Jig.
Chrissy Chris.
Chris. Yeah, crisscross. Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Anyway, we better stop.
I'll
Here
stop
it is.
now.
It's time
Before
for
something spills out.
for weather update, and after that we have some Nazareth, Kim Carnes, Tommy Two-Tone, and Rolling Stones coming up right
I like
here.
the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, don't we all? Come on now, on your
Yeah.
classic hit station, KRIM.
Yay.
Now the KRIM weather forecast for Payson and
So I have
surrounding
tickets
areas.
now to go see
Forecast
Mark
meteorologist
Cohn.
Jim Vaughn.
See, oh really?
Yeah.
Mostly
April
sunny
13th in
skies and becoming
Scottsdale.
breezy.
Very
It's my
nice.
birthday present to myself.
Very nice.
Yeah.
There we go, and 227 short. So yeah, it was great. Probably meeting Travis. That was
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good.
cool, yeah.
And talking to him. Something that was mentioned that it would be wonderful to see, and I didn't realize this, but a film festival. Trying to get a little
Yeah.
film festival.
It's a really tough one though.
It's
I
a
mean,
tough
he's-
one.
They're
He
not-
sighs
yeah,
correctly
they're-
because it's very
Sholo
tough.
has one. Sholo has a film festival,
Yeah.
and the proximity to the valley.
I actually reached out to one of those groups and they never
Yeah.
got back.
And everything.
You must have a, there's like a, they have to be sponsored,
Gotcha.
it's not a,
Yeah.
because there's, you have to have, bring businesses and get them, to sponsor the thing
Yeah,
and all this, and, but yeah, if there was a group that I could get a hold of, that would do something like that.
Well, I'm sort of building a friendship relationship with a talk show host in the Valley, Seth Leibson, on the afternoon show and 960 The Patriot, and he's a big film guy. And so
Is he a movie guy? I thought
he
he's a
is.
music guy.
No, he's that too, but he is a movie guy. And we've talked movies a little bit on the show, and God, I'd love to have him you know, catch the fire.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Payson would, I don't know if we have the population to,
I don't think we do. I think
To
we
bring
need
the-
to, we need to bring them in.
and it's
know?
difficult to do it, you know, in the summertime, it's hard to do a film festival, that's when all the big movies are out.
What about the
Well,
fall?
well, that's where, like, now, I was telling him is when the theater has a lull because of Hollywood not releasing,
Right.
that would be maybe a good time to do a film festival, because then, you know, it's not like they're competing, or you're having to say, well, we can't, guys, we have this big movie, but like during a time like this, or when it's a little bit slower, to where a couple screens or whatever could be dedicated, and starting off small.
Sure.
But I think with this Travis Mills and the 12 Westerns in 12 months, and the people that have been involved locally.
Well, you know,
Maybe
actually-
get Kurt Warner to. Yeah, you know, I know. But I mean, you know, he's a name.
You know, we are closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays right now, that might be
Oh,
Yeah.
do that one, but,
yeah. Those are
We,
tight
we
days
should,
of
we should
working
do,
people.
movies with, crazy names.
Like licorice pizza.
film festival?
Yeah, yeah, right. Boy, that'd be a motley collection.
Like Piranha, 3 Double D.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
We could do Mystery Science
That was an art film for
3000
sure,
and have the
yeah.
three of us sit up front.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You know? We just watched that the other night. What a-
No, one of Travis Mills' actresses is a doctor. I think her name's Dr. Cap Johnson.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And she was in a movie, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but something about the sex gods from outer space.
Remember
And
you
that's
saying that,
such
yeah.
a such a great title. I'd love to see that movie, but I can't find it anyplace. It's too obscure. It's not.
It might be on
It's-
Mystery Science 3000.
No, it's nowhere. It's not. It's obscurer than that.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a comment here on the program, not movie related, but Meatloaf related.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Roger
Oh.
Houston watching. Are you guys gonna play some Meatloaf for his memory
Yeah.
on the radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have we have quite a bit of Meatloaf for a radio station, because not many, you don't hear Meatloaf on the radio that much anymore.
We ought to.
We ought to,
But it's
yes.
wrong.
So, Roger, is it Roger? You were watching, Roger. We will put some Meatloaf on for you. Not in the next 30 minutes, but at the top of the 10 o'clock hour, so you can continue to watch. But then on the radio, we'll have some Meatloaf for you. So
Yeah.
right there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some in right now. How about, is there a Meatloaf song you would like us to
Bad out of
promote?
hell.
I'm asking Roger.
Oh,
I'm asking, I mean,
Sorry.
make the request.
Jumped in.
I'm just, I know. It's
Yeah, but
the
what about me?
excitement.
What about me?
I know, okay, well, we could do a twofer. We could do a twofer.
But Bad Out of
Double
Hell
shot.
Yeah,
Double
that's
shot.
that's a classic.
Double shot.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
So, okay, we'll get some,
I saw him in concert way back in the
Meatloaf.
I
day.
bet that was fun.
He was awesome.
saw him sing, they had a little on YouTube of him singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
That's
yeah.
a tough song.
Oh man.
He really,
Yeah.
I mean, he made it like a Meatloaf song. It was pretty
Right.
interesting, you know,
Right.
but his voice, he had a great voice.
Huh. Yeah, another good rendition of that is by Moby Rising.
Oh,
Great
you know what?
version
Yeah.
of the national anthem. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I heard on the radio the other day. I heard chunks of it anyway. So I was driving down to the valley. I enjoyed being a girl. 1958.
That's from.
It's from a Broadway play.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
What enjoy being a girl. Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
Don't
And they-
sing that too much, though. You know,
Well, they said
those who want to be girls but are not might take it up as their theme song.
No.
That's still a good song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
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 Huh. So there you go. I put in. You took the words right out of my mouth. I have to see. We in our house blend we don't have "Bad Out of Hell,"
Mhm.
so I need to see if we have that in another folder here. I bet Fanny would have.
I'd
that.
do anything for love.
Yep, have that one.
Paradise by the
Have that
dashboard.
one.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Have that one. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Oh,
We have
man.
that poster at the theater.
Oh.
You have a Meatloaf poster?
It's called Roadies.
Oh,
that's right,
Meatloaf
Meatloaf.
That's
was in
yeah,
it.
that's a great.
Blondie, Alice Cooper. It's actually
God.
Alice Cooper signed the
That was
poster.
a-
Yeah, that's
Great
right. I
movie.
remember seeing
Yeah,
that.
that frame right up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I love Blondie too.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Well, and she wasn't in the movie, but she was talked about or shown, depicted. CBGB. Great movie.
Oh,
CBGB.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, country bluegrass, country and
Yeah.
bluegrass, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Did they have a picture of her or somehow?
No, it was about the CBGB bar,
Yeah.
in New York,
Mhm.
that the guy started, and he wanted to have country and bluegrass bands. So that's
So
what
it brought
CBGB.
Blondie in.
No, well, no, no one would come. No
Oh,
one would
I
come.
got it. Oh.
Yeah, no one would come. He
And
couldn't
then
get any.
but that's kind of the inception of the whole punk movement.
The
wasn't
whole
it?
punk. So no one would come, and he was discouraged. But then some punk bands were like, "Yo, man, hey, can we play here?" And he's like, "Do you play country or bluegrass?" They're like, "No." And he's like, "Okay, what the
Okay,
heck?"
just play.
And yeah, he brought him in. So it was like the Ramones,
Oh,
Deborah Harry,
Yeah, yeah.
Talking Heads.
Ooh.
David Byrne
Yeah.
lived
Oh,
like
wow.
just down the road or whatever in an
Wow.
apartment, and he came down with his band and they played, and so then all this, the magazines started coming in
So,
and
is
reporters.
there a movie?
CBGB.
CBGB.
Oh, look, it has
See it.
the actor.
We need to watch
Oh,
Yeah.
CBGB. You need.
that. Because
to
one of our
watch
favorite
CBGB.
genres is music and concert movies.
Oh, indeed.
So, and this was Hilly Crystal is his name, and he was actually inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And David Byrne from the Talking Heads
Right.
introduced him, and and said that without him, without Hilly, they wouldn't have had a band. I
Wow.
mean, they had no place to play. So,
But
yeah.
David Byrne has got to be the most energetic entertainer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He doesn't stop, and he goes about 100 miles an hour.
And so and you'll recognize, the
I
actors.
think he drinks a lot of soda pop, to keep his energy up.
That's probably it.
Who played
Coffee.
who played Hilly Crystal was Alan Rickman.
Oh, okay.
Alan
Oh,
Rickman.
yeah.
Yep, he was in there.
Great, late, great.
Yeah, and Iggy Pop also. That's where he played. Yeah, there was
Oh, we gotta see that
quite a
somehow.
long list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it or it just showed the amount, so you'd appreciate this. $5 million budget.
Yeah, there you go. Now
Wow.
you're talking.
Yeah, so what it
Right.
made at the box office? 40,000.
Oh, that's painful. Super painful. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
You're like,
We refer
You're
to that
waiting.
as an epic fail.
you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Yeah,
40,000.
really.
But it wasn't. It's more of it's a cult movie now, and I'm sure as far as rentals and views and everything, people watching it, it's done a lot more since then.
We could do a film festival with movies featuring Mick Jagger.
Yeah, that's interesting because there's quite a selection.
Well, he's been in more than you think.
Yeah, I know.
Was it New Jack City or?
New Jack City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
He did one called Performance.
Yes.
And I saw that.
I saw that.
I saw the opening,
Yeah.
the premiere of that in San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
And what a freak show that was.
Yeah.
Holy smoke-a-rollers.
You know what I'd like to do?
Huh.
The Wall.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Pink Floyd,
By
The
Pink
Wall.
Floyd,
That'd
yeah.
be great to see on the big screen.
Oh man.
That's
Do
kind of
that
a,
as classic, one of the classic.
oh
movies,
yeah, that's kind of a funny name.
Yeah.
I wonder how they came up with that.
It's from
Pink
that
Floyd.
song. Oh, Pink Floyd. I don't know.
You know?
No.
I don't.
Oh,
How-
no
I know.
idea.
I know.
How Pink Floyd got their name?
I know
Pink
Steve.
Floyd.
I know Steely Dan. How's Steely Dan?
How'd they get their name?
Oh, Steely Dan is a euphemism for the male member.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, in what, Australia or someplace?
Somewhere. Well,
Somewhere?
I mean, they're
So here it is. Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Was created on the spur of a moment by Syd Barrett when another band, also called the Tea Set, was to perform at one of their gigs. That's right, I remember hearing this. So they were the Tea Set, and there was another band called the T-Set,
Oh.
and they were going to perform, so they're like, oh, we
Oh.
gotta change our name.
Mm.
So the name came from two blues musicians in Barrett's record collection, Pink Anderson and Floyd Council.
Huh.
And that's how they got their name.
Wow.
Well, what do you know?
And it was kind of a spur of the moment type thing,
Wow.
yeah.
Well,
That's
that's
pretty
quite
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how they got Pink Floyd.
So I know we're supposed to be talking about movies, and there is a movie that I saw about these guys. but
Well, there's a movie called The Wall. I think.
Have you
Yeah.
ever heard of a group, it's a duo, brothers, called the Sparks?
Mm-mm.
Seriously, I discovered them by watching a documentary on them on Netflix. They are super talented, super weird.
Pop duo. Yeah.
Yes, and I mean, the movie though is fabulous because it takes them from, they were a group in the 70s and they're still
Hmm.
in existence.
They're still
and-
alive.
Yeah, and they're really talented. Some of their
Interesting.
music, one of the ones I like is called The Number One Song in Heaven.
Oh, wow.
And it's just, they're amazing. They're kind of like cutting edge, nouveau, but super talented.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the lead actress in Licorice Pizza,
Yes.
since we are actually the movie guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back.
the lead actress, and this is her first time in a movie.
Yeah.
Her name is Alana Haim, or Haim, 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 I guess.
Yes.
And she is part of a singer group called Haim, and they're pop rockers. And
Oh,
it's
wow.
her and her two sisters.
Cool.
And they've got a bunch of albums out, and so
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that's.
I've never heard any of their music, but
Mhm.
kind of, and my favorite genre of music these days is Korean pop princess rock.
Really.
Korean pop princess rock.
And how's Patty doing with that?
She didn't care about that at all.
On headphones, right?
She. Oh my gosh.
Korean pop princess, man, that's even weirder than Bollywood.
Well, I was so proud of my son. We saw Slumdog Millionaire,
Oh, great
and
movie. Great
there was
movie.
a song in the soundtrack, and my son looked at me and said, "That's bogus. That's not Indian pop rock. That's from Sri Lanka."
Oh.
And he was just disgusted that they
Wow.
would slip in Sri Lankan
Yeah.
pop rock.
AKA Salon.
But how in the world he would know that? I don't
Jeez,
know.
that's amazing.
Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
That's interesting.
And I couldn't for the life of me name you a single Sri Lankan pop rock band.
Well, apparently your son can.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, so hey everyone watching again, theater, I wanna just, we have to keep mentioning the nachos and the pretzels. And dips.
Nacho.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, I
And the
know.
staff of life,
Right.
movie theater popcorn.
That's right. That's
The
right.
popcorn, yeah.
One of the 5 food groups.
No,
Yeah.
so,
Clearly.
so good. Yeah, and how have, so through kind of like everything, how have the concession, sales, the same, better, or do you notice people buying the nachos, like a lot of people?
No, there's definitely interest there, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, good.
It pretty much holds up. Yeah, it stays pretty constant, I guess.
Yeah, gotcha.
I mean, it's we're so dependent on the holidays and summertime.
Yeah.
That's really when everything jumps up.
Uh-huh.
And again, that's when you get these big movies.
Yeah.
We do have, March 1st is Batman.
Oh.
The new Robert Pattinson Batman, which
Yeah.
when I heard Robert Pattinson, I thought that was a terrible plan, but
You
Yeah.
know what?
Now the trailers are great.
I have come around about him.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was kind of like this two-dimensional, teen idol.
Yeah.
And then
Speaking of your pop princess.
you know what? He has really shown up in a lot of movies as a very as an actor that one needs to take him seriously. He's very good.
Is he
Yeah.
compelling on screen?
He is, and he can play quite a variety of roles.
Either vampire or
Yeah.
werewolf.
Yeah, well, and aside from that and above and beyond, I'm having a little brain fade of you know, when I saw him, but I saw him, but I was like, wow, you know, he's really good.
Wow.
But he is known from
Yeah,
Twilight, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
but he's done, let me see, wait.
That's what actually scared me when I saw that. It was
Yeah.
that whole Twilight thing was.
No.
Yeah.
They're very popular.
looks,
Made money.
Oh yeah. You know, honestly, the first one wasn't that bad. Yeah, then they kind of went downhill.
Well, it was, what's his name,
It was?
yeah, that guy, come on, Batman,
Robert Pattinson.
no, oh, you mean Robert, oh, you're talking about the
Oh,
Twilight.
no, we're talking about
movies. I'm
Twilight. Oh, yeah,
sorry.
we're talking about Twilight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twilight on those.
Right, but he's really talented.
But even 11-year-old girls have a right to have movies made for them.
He was in Tenet,
This
which remember
Batman
we
does
hated,
not
but
look
it
like
was
that.
really good.
Doesn't look like that, huh?
No.
no, this looks
No.
terribly violent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
He doesn't punch the bad guys. He punches them, then throws them on the ground, and then jumps on top of them and beats them some more.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds very satisfying.
Nice, doesn't it? Hey, sometimes you need the. Oh, speaking of that, Blacklight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
February 11th.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
Oh,
Another-
another.
Let me see.
Another,
Let me see if I can prognosticate the plot. Liam Neeson gets himself into a situation where he's got to go around and kill a whole bunch of bad guys.
Well, you know, the bad guys started it.
Well, it's their fault.
It's their fault. Yes.
And
They,
then, you know, again,
you
very
poke the
satisfying.
bear.
Poke the
Very
bear,
crispy,
exactly.
You know? Very satisfying.
no, there is a place for that. Definitely.
But boy, the last 6 movies he's made have been really dumb.
Hey, I want to reach out to those in, you know, in
But fun.
Rim Country land who are watching us or, you know, hear about us. And we've brought up the concept of a movie festival. And,
Yes.
you know, perhaps some of our loyal fans would, you know, let us know if they have any ideas, and mostly practical ideas about how to make it actually work, because it's a great idea on paper.
Yeah.
But then you have to look at, okay, how does this actually come to be?
Yeah.
You know, you need sponsors, you need to pick a time that doesn't infringe on the movies of the theater.
Excuse me,
You
yeah.
know,
There
you
are
need to
people
bring
that say-
people from the valley, I believe, so.
Like I said, there are organizations. I think that's what they do is they put on
Oh,
these
really?
film festivals. You know, Sedona. You know,
Yeah.
Sedona
Yeah.
has a film festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chris was
No.
saying Sholo has
Well,
a film
They
festival.
figured it out.
You know, Sholo.
You know, I'm sure that's part of the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that they go through and they kind of, like you said, that's kind of their job is to pump this thing up, and you get all the
Right.
businesses involved and everything,
Right.
and
Well,
Yeah,
I
it
think
could
we,
be a-
you know, we should market it to the valley because we're so close, and they, you know, people like to get out of town for a weekend or, you know, a
Movies featuring David Bowie.
It's
Andy?
movies featuring.
Putting us off.
Am I really supposed to have lunch with you? I don't know.
but you know, like I said, I'd love to do some kind of a film festival thing.
Yeah.
That would be.
It would be great,
um,
yeah.
If we could just get that, just
Yeah.
getting that organized thing. I think you are right. It would be something to have to kind of push down in the valley
Yeah.
also.
Yeah,
Kind of make Payson a destination thing for
yeah,
if we did it for a couple of weeks, two
Yeah.
days a week or
yeah,
something. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley
you know-
Cooper movies.
And
Well,
that's
he's
where
those, yeah.
proximity to the valley,
Yeah.
I think is an advantage we
Well,
have, obviously.
Well, if you have these groups that are doing it, then too, they might have some better contacts
Yeah.
with some of these independent films too, where
Yep.
again you get the directors up here and stuff, and
Right, right.
have them show up, and
I mean-
that brings that.
Back in the day when I was in film school in Evanston, Illinois, with proximity to Chicago,
Mhm.
they had these, now of course it was Chicago, but it was the 60s, and they had film festivals that were just so fascinating. They had a Busby Berkeley Film Festival. I went to every single one of those things.
But that was fun.
I'm telling you, I'm really hallucinogenic. And it wasn't just the 60s, let's just leave that. The movies themselves were from the 30s, and I'll tell you, that old boy was on something. It was just amazing, right?
Yeah.
Or Western film, Western
Well,
festivals. They
Yeah.
had even one of credit sequences.
Yeah.
So all
What?
you watched, yeah, and all the James Bond credit sequences were in it.
Oh, I bet that was
And,
fun.
and you know, some of the other movies that have just stellar credit sequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have, I mean, a few films anyway with ties direct, you know, Travis Mills,
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he would, you know, talk him into something like that.
Sure.
Jeff Santo
Yeah.
did Jake's Corner.
Right.
I'm sure we could, he's down in the valley, I'm sure he
Yeah.
could come up and do something like
Right.
that.
Has he done anything since?
No.
And if we could get Kurt
Kurt Warner?
Warner to,
Kurt Warner?
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Who was that a couple of years
Yeah.
ago that they made a some kind of a horror flick down in Scottsdale? You remember that one?
Mhm.
Oh,
You had,
oh,
Ricky Schroeder
yes,
did Black Cloud.
yes.
Oh,
Right.
really?
That was the
Rick Schroeder.
Rick.
Rick.
Yeah.
Rick.
He's grown up now.
Yeah. It was little Ricky Schroeder.
Right.
I doubt, but I mean, see, it would be it's something like that. If you could get like a Ricky Schroeder that people, you know, really
Yeah.
know
Yeah,
to come up.
sure.
Yeah.
And then you know who else is down in the valley? And James Woods.
Oh wow.
He is. He lives in the valley. And
Yeah.
Alice Cooper is down in the
Yeah.
valley. You know, we've got
There's
people.
more and more people.
Yeah.
James, we could get James Woods to come up and introduce that vampire movie.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, he did
Yeah.
was that Dracula? No, that wasn't
Yeah.
Dracula 2000. Which one
Yeah.
did he do? That one back. He did that vampire movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
James Carpenter, wasn't it?
yeah, it was a Carpenter vampire movie. It was really quite good too.
By the way, James Woods
Not much for
allegedly has
vampires,
an
but-
IQ of 187.
Wow.
No kidding.
Crazy.
Well, let's see. Add the three of us up and see where we're at.
Dracula 2000. That was
Yeah.
Gerard Butler.
The four
Was
of
he
us.
in that?
The four of us.
Gerard
makes
Butler
it-
he was Dracula.
Gerard, yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Actually
funny.
did really good. He was pretty dark in that thing. It was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Boy,
there you go.
he's done some good stuff.
Yeah, he is.
There you go. Something to kick around. A little
Yeah.
film
Yeah.
festival.
We
So,
get
yeah.
Barbara Bullock to come. I mean, Sandra Bullock to come up.
Sandra Bullock. Oh, be still my heart. She would be great.
Yeah, she could come up and introduce something.
We get
Yeah.
a few food trucks out there in the lot. You know,
Yeah.
maybe like a little.
Oh man.
Give away free tequila.
Little shots.
Well, you know, and who has tequila? Roger Klein. So Roger Klein,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
in Arizona, and
Right.
he has his own brand of tequila.
Right.
So yeah,
Who's Roger Klein?
Roger Klein and the Peacemakers, local band here
Oh,
from Arizona.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he,
Okay.
yeah, and
I
he's
thought it was
been
Jerry and the Peacemakers.
no, and he had a tequila they had at the Northern Gila County Fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I think, you know, we deserve to be supported by all these celebrities. I think we do. Yeah. Good heaven knows we support them, right?
Well, that's true, we do.
So, you know, what goes around should come around.
Get a hold of Leonardo DiCaprio here.
Oh, good luck with that.
You owe us.
Yeah.
Linda
You know,
Ronstadt's still alive.
He's flying over in his jet, telling us all we need to take the bus.
All right.
And on that note.
On that note, guys, have a great weekend.
All right.
And I have to say hi to Clifford Lane. He said hi to us.
Oh, great. Hi,
Hey,
Cliff.
Hi, Cliff.
How's things in Illinois?
Woo!
Hey, it's always sunny in Illinois.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.